look at this little guy on the front of the store. Little praying mantis. I think we should go put him back in the grass. Sorry if it's a little windy, guys. But we gotta take this guy over here. Since there's a fence here, I can't really get back there very well, but here you go. Yay! What up, peeps? Welcome to today's vlog. We have some stickering to do, so let's get into it. Now our accessory sections are fully stocked. And the Wii stuff. And the PlayStation stuff. And the 64. Look at all those controllers. And the Sega stuff. And the GameCube. Bam. Bam. And look at the back stock. Look at all these memory cards. So awesome to be fully stocked. And all the AV cables. And extra controllers. And Ariel.
And me.
Alright guys, got some PS3 games to show you in this trade. Nothing too crazy. Got Minecraft there. Very good game. If you haven't played it, you need to. Ooh, another great game that you need to play is Metal Gear Solid 4. This is actually one of my favorite games out of the Metal Gear Solid games. It's actually my second favorite right after the first one, the just regular Metal Gear Solid. Got a Wii U game, FIFA Soccer, and a DVD, Simpsons Gone Wild. Some strategy guides. Some Genesis. Got this really cool Top Gear Rally tape. I thought it was kind of cool how like they covered up the whole tape with a sticker there. I thought that was really cool. Don't really see those too often anymore. Got some Xbox games. Got some PS2. Vice City's awesome. Same with the Sonic Mega Collection. Such a good game because it has many amazing games. Got these. And the Devil May Cry games. A little bit of stickers right there, but that's okay. And that's it for those.
My staff pick for today is going to be Kingdom New Lands for the Nintendo Switch. This is a limited run game, so it might be kind of expensive. I'm not sure what it goes for, but we got this in a mail-in trade. We haven't put it in the system yet, so there's no tag on it. But this is a pretty fun game, and I only played this one time, but I played for like 5 or 6 hours just in one sitting, and I really enjoyed it. Essentially, it is a 2D side-scrolling tower defense game, and I've never really played another tower defense game other than maybe some Flash games on the internet, like, you know, back in middle school or whatever. But I really enjoyed this game. You play as a king, you are on a horse, and you run back and forth, and you have people in your kingdom or your village or whatever, and you can assign them tasks. You can say, you know, I want you to go and man this little archer station, or I want you to go and mine these rocks or cut down this tree or whatever it is, and you use your resources and all the stuff that you gather, and you basically just like try to build things up, and you have to survive hordes of enemies that come in. It's been a while since I've played, so I can't remember if they come in every night or if it was like you know, there's a certain cycle to it, but every now and then enemies attack your base and you have to try to survive. The graphics are very simple. It's like a 16-bit looking kind of game, but it is incredibly difficult. I never really made it that far because I would always run out of food. Because, you know, the more people you have in your kingdom, the more food you need to be bringing in. And there are some things that you will automate over time, but it's very difficult to actually get it going and keep it sustainable. I really liked it. If that sounds fun to you, definitely check it out. But what I'd really like is for you guys to give me some suggestions in the comments down below for other tower defense games that are on the Nintendo Switch that there's physical versions of. I'm not big on downloading a lot of games. I like to have physical copies, of course. So if there's anything out there, let me know. What I would hope to find is something that has a lot of upgrading you can do, expanding your base, upgrading things, you know, anything like that. And I don't know, I've always liked games like this. Kind of reminds me in a weird way of Nazi zombies from Call of Duty, which I also really enjoyed. You just have to try to survive as long as you can. And yeah, if there's anything else like that on the Switch, let me know in the comments down below. What's going on here?
This is the last N64 controller in the entire store that needs to be fixed, besides one that Kyle destroyed like a couple months ago.
How did he destroy one?
Remember that blue one? We had it in the thumbnail. The wire like got separated.
Oh yeah.
But
Yeah, I remember that.
that one.
Just talking about a controller you destroyed. The N64 controller.
What about it?
The one you destroyed.
We're not talking about that. There's a sacrifice.
This is the last one?
Yep. But we still got a whole ton of other controllers to clean up.
Yeah, we have a lot of PlayStation ones and GameCube and some Wii remotes and stuff. Super Nintendo.
I cleaned up a bunch of Xbox 360 and GameCube ones.
I think you should just super glue those there because
That would be
they'll work.
awesome.
Yeah.
You like have Velcro, so you can only put them on at work. I mean,
You can only put them on while we do TikToks.
Okay. Yeah.
That would actually be fun.
Perfect.
So then people will
Wait.
You can
stop
make a little.
complaining.
Oh, I put them on the wrong sides.
You can make a little face with the buttons, as those as the eyebrows, and like A and B buttons as the eyes. And
Well,
then just-
Ariel doesn't have eyebrows, so she just needs those.
Yeah.
At least
But
that's what everyone
I
on
like-
TikTok says.
I like your idea too.
Jess!
Oh my god, look at her hairpin!
Oh, the curvy. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Got that.
Actually, can I get a close-up of it?
Heck yeah,
Cute.
That's awesome.
I also have one of him sleeping with his little hat.
Oh.
And you didn't bring it for Cooper's hair? Cooper's gonna use that for his hair.
Alright, let's get this bread. Let's start over here. We got a lot of just kind of filler titles. Some interesting ones though. Kind of thought that said Blood Monkey for a second. Hitman, Blood Monkey. Alright, I've got a confession to make. I have been playing so much Minecraft lately. And a big part of it was we use Minecraft to test a lot of our systems, specifically the PlayStation 4, 3, Xbox 360, and Xbox One. It's easy to jump into. It's got some good controls in there, so we can test every single button on the controllers that we test. And it's also just so simple, and it's so clean. But yeah, I've been playing a lot of Minecraft, largely because every time the loading screen comes up, I look wistfully into the corner and go, oh, I could play that again. Yeah, and I've been, thinking I need to start playing my other games, but sometimes you just get stuck on the one, Meanwhile, we've got so many copies of Assassin's Creed in here too. Assetto Corsa. Yeah, Kyle and I were talking about this game, The Hunter, Call of the Wild. Apparently it's actually kind of good. I've never tried to do a hunting game before. Tony Hawk's Downhill Jam. I'm always surprised whenever I see another, like, style of Tony Hawk game. I love Twilight Princess. Let's talk about this. Twilight Princess is amazing. Is it the best Zelda game? Perhaps. My personal favorite is Wind Waker, but I do love Twilight Princess. And I also love that it is a GameCube title and a Wii title. I think it was the last GameCube title, actually. The last one before they shut down production on that. And then they, of course, concurrently released it on the Wii. And they flipped Link's handedness. So instead of being left-handed like he canonically was, they flipped the entire game to make him right-handed because the Wiimote is held in the right hand. So you, if you ever play the GameCube version, he's lefty, and then they flip it. I think they did keep it that way for a couple other games, including Skyward Sword, but I just always thought that was kind of a interesting little tidbit. Celebrity Sports Showdown, Winter Sports, and Wii Sports. Alright, and then, last but not least, these boxed SNES games. Alright, these are not all 100% complete, but most of them are, I believe. And then we've just got Final Fantasy VIII, and Metal Gear Solid, and Chrono Cross. So yeah, some pretty good titles today, not all shovelware. But yeah, thanks for trading with us, and thanks for listening to me talk. Okay. What's the spookiest thing that you could find in an order that you've placed? What if you were really excited about an eBay order that you got, and you're just about to open it up, you hear something strange, but you're just too excited to stop, and you open it, and spiders flow out. What is the most horrifying thing that could happen, or has happened to you? Yeah, spiders for me. Whenever I see like spider eggs in controllers that I'm cleaning and stuff, initially I'm like, ugh! And it is kind of cool, like, to see like where they plant them, but sometimes I worry, am I gonna clean it and it's gonna break open and there's still spiders in there and they're gonna crawl all over me? So, yeah, that's mine.
All right, so mine has actually happened to us. We got a nice NES in that looked fine, but I had to repin it, so I opened it, and there was a nest of dead mice inside. And it was old, like, they were like skeletal, and like, it was bad. It was very bad, and I don't want that to happen again. Yeah.
Do you guys remember that? Let us know in the comments.
Yeah, the OGs will remember. Yeah.
Okay, one thing that has happened to me is I was at the bins and I went to open up a radio, the battery pack, to see if they were corroded. I opened it up and it was like full of like dead little worms or something. I don't know if they were maggots. They were definitely dead, but they were all just in the battery compartment for some reason. I was just like, ugh, tossed it.
I would hate to open up a game and it's like the outside's all nice and you open it up and there's a giant crease in the manual. It's scary.
So I mentioned this before, but if I ever open up a Game Boy game or anything that requires a battery replacement and you've taped the battery inside, I get upset.
Sometimes we'll get complete in box games traded in at the store, and I always hate when I open like a complete N64 game and it looks super good, and I open it and there's no baggie on the cartridge.
That's the worst.
It's horrifying.
Spooky, yeah.